Good morning, and welcome to episode 18 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International. Today's Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Looking back at the past week, we've finally seen some stabilization in the precious metals prices. As of the taping this morning, gold is at $1737.10 per ounce. Silver's at $26.13. Platinum's at $1,213 per ounce. Palladium, $2,538 per ounce. And the US dollar is showing a little strength over the past week, hovering just below 92 at 91.85. Now, I mentioned we've finally seen some stabilization over the past 2 to 3 weeks. We've seen the precious metals pull back to a point where gold was selling below $1,700 per ounce, its lowest point in quite some time. Silver actually got down into the 25 range, below 26, was trading there. Palladium showed a little bit of weakness, but it's coming back with a vengeance over the past week, again trading above 25.38. So we're seeing stabilization in the metals. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we've seen a lot of you come and buy in on the dips. And again, I have to commend you for doing so. As we've stated before, we are in the midst of a bull market in precious metals. They tend to be long in the tooth, 10 years, the past two of them. They tend to be significant, showing gains in gold of 650% in the last one and even more in the previous bull market rally. Silver was over 1,000% last time. Both gold and silver are less than 100% increase from their lows in 2015. We have a long way to go. So when you look at the fundamentals, you look at huge stimulus checks going out. Another 1.9 trillion in this latest stimulus bill. There's another 2 trillion coming in infrastructure, and God knows what else is in the queue behind it. We're spending money we don't have. Tax revenues are down significantly. People are not working, and as long as the stimulus checks come in, they're not going to go back to work, okay? So we're not seeing a thriving economy. All we're seeing is heightened euphoria due to the increased number of vaccinations, the hope and the promise that once they take hold and once herd immunity takes over, that the economies will start to flourish again and people will get back to some sense of normalcy. But that's not backed up in the fundamentals. So when the precious metals fell over the past 2-3 weeks, all we saw was a drop in the price, not a change in anything fundamental, and that is a buying opportunity. That is to be embraced, that is not to be feared, and you all have been taking advantage of that opportunity. Some folks tell me they don't have the cash to be able to take advantage of this. I would suggest two things. One, it's that time of year. Look to your IRA. You can hold precious metals in your IRA. We have been helping people do that since 1986. Okay, so we know all the trustees, we know all the ways to get metals in a portfolio. That's one way to get precious metals, to take advantage of this precious metals dip. The other way, and I seriously urge you to take a look at your portfolio. If you're holding a significant stock position and it's significantly up, it may be time to rebalance. I would suggest that you have the cash, but it may be in the wrong places. Rebalance your portfolio, make some room, take advantage of this dip. I am certain you're going to thank me for doing so in the future. I just remind you, as always, to go ahead and like us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel right below this video. Go ahead and below the description paragraph, add your comments and questions so we can cover them on air. And in the description paragraph, you'll see ways to go ahead and follow us on social media and subscribe to our monthly Information Line newsletter and our bi-weekly or twice weekly Always Something Interesting alerts. And don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.